What does that section actually do?
Well, upon the
It
authorization.
suspends Article 125, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Not suspend, but it redefines arbitrary detention for purposes of terrorism, correct?
Correct, Your
Or
Honor.
acts considered as terrorism. Is that not correct?
Correct. And not only that, we argue also that the Constitution is also transgressed.
Okay, what part of the Constitution?
Well, in our opinion, Your Honor, the Constitution limits the days of detention for a prisoner, Your Honor, and that is our contention. And that particular provision we would like to forward
So this is
was actually
Article
written-
7,
Yes, Your
Section
18, Your Honor.
18. What,
So-
what again is Article 17, Section 18?
Well, it says, Your Honor, that...
It's called the Commander-in-Chief provision,
Yes,
correct?
Your Honor.
Okay,
In cases of...
a while ago, we clarified that there were two approaches to attending to terrorism. The first approach is the executive approach, which is to treat it as a threat against international peace, a threat against national security, and therefore, like in Section 2, there is a cut-out there. And the cut-out is about executive actions to address terrorism. Like, for
Yes, Your Honor.
example, what happened in Marawi. Is that not correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. So it is calling out the armed forces to address an invasion or rebellion, or simply the calling out power of the president to call out the armed forces to suppress lawless violence. That's all, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I recall that there was somebody among us who dissented and said that's not rebellion, that is terrorism. Is that not right?
I'm not familiar, Your Honor.
You're not familiar.
Yes.
You're talking to him, right?
Oh, yes, Your
okay.
Honor.
But in any case, so what we are saying is, yes, so that is one provision. Article 8, Section 18 is the Commander-in-Chief provision, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
It prohibits and suspends the writ of habeas. It allows the president to suspend the writ of habeas corpus. Is that not correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to suspend the writ of habeas corpus, during its suspension, a person may not be detained for more than 3 days, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
So the link there is the 3 days is connected to habeas corpus, correct?
Well, in my opinion, Your Honor, it is actually connected
Read the provision.
to all, Your Honor, because if it is an extreme situation where the writ of habeas corpus has been imposed and it limits only to 3 days, the more reason, Your Honor, we argue,
Okay.
of course, that it will also apply
If a person is
in normal
detained
times, Your Honor.
because of the provision now in the Anti-Terror Act, is habeas corpus still applicable to them?
Well, they can resort to that,
Because all it does,
Your Honor.
it says that the rule on arbitrary detention will not apply because the days now will be different, correct?
Your Honor, if the
And therefore, is habeas corpus still viable when somebody is detained under the Anti-Terror Act?
I think it can be argued by the accused, Your Honor, in this case, that since Section 29, the title itself says, detention without judicial warrant and the authorization of the ATC was empowered by the law, therefore, the detention
So when
of
the
that person
ATC
is valid because of the law,
uses
Your
a
Honor.
justification which is not allowed by the law, and uses, for example, no designation yet, arrests an individual, and keeps that individual for more than 10 days, for that matter, habeas corpus is no longer available?
They can, of course,
Is there
accused,
anything-
Your Honor, can file a habeas corpus petition,
Yes. Is
but
there
because
anything
the
in the
law
law-
allows the ATC to
Yes.
do that, Your Honor, then the habeas corpus could be dismissed immediately
Yes,
by the
you
judge.
know, Attorney Neri, you are convincing me, correct?
Thank you.
And if you do not
I
listen
hope
to
so,
my,
Your Honor.
you're not listening to my questions, I will not be able to understand from my perspective.
But, Your Honor, I was answering your previous question.
I got your answer in the
Yes,
first
yes.
words that you said, and that's
Yes,
my
Your Honor.
preference, correct?
Submit, Your Honor.
Now, so you are saying that habeas corpus is not available if a person is already detained under this law. Is that your contention?
The person can still file a habeas corpus petition,
Okay.
but
So
it cannot be
that
even
right is not removed, correct?
Pardon, Your Honor?
That right is not removed.
Well, the filing itself, Your Honor, but the effectiveness of the remedy is already removed because
Oh,
the Federal Council...
When you file a petition for habeas corpus, you file it before a court of law, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the court of law can be the Supreme Court, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are telling us that when they file a petition for habeas corpus here, we will certainly dismiss it.
Well, Your Honor,
You know
because-
better than Manila Times the result of the action of the court? You know better than us?
Your Honor, please.
Yes.
The,
So we can clarify
the title
even-
of the law, Your Honor, is detention without judicial warrant. So the court will say, well, that was valid under the law.
Yes,
That
but
you can be
again,
detained
as
for
I said,
24 days without judicial warrant.
that is
So
your
what's
that's your
question?
interpretation, and you do not sit in the bench, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, and part of the way that we can clarify is it's possible to file a petition for habeas
Yes, Your
corpus.
Honor. Yes.
And when a petition is filed, it is up to the court to attend at that moment to see whether the 3 days or the 14 days will apply, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, and proceeding from a theme that I had last time, we wait for that incident, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you been detained already by this law?
Not yet, Your
Not
Honor.
yet. Have any of your clients been detained under this law?
Many, Your Honor, have
Your
been
petition.
in my petition, Your
Yes.
Honor. Not that I know
Ah,
of as
okay.
of now. But Your Honor,
Thank you
please,
for the clarification.
Your Honor, please, if I may, the law includes the exercise of civil and political rights within the ambit of terrorism, Your Honor.
Wait, that's not my
And-
question. I will ask that from Attorney Chell.
Ah,
So
okay.
let me just go to the question.
Thank you, Your
Just
Honor.
for brevity and for orderly procedure, so that the
Thank
rest
you,
of my
Your Honor.
colleagues can ask the question now, and we might be able to finish today.
Thank you.
And then maybe tonight we will hear the Solgen, and I think we will have another session for that. Okay, but that nonetheless. Okay, now you spoke about surveillance, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Okay. There is Section 2 and there is Section 3 of Article 3 of the Constitution. Is that not correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. What is the difference between Section 2 and Section 3 in terms of its application of the Constitution?
Well, Section 2, Your Honor, is about the right of the people to be secure in their
The right of the
persons.
people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures
Yes. And
shall be inviolable. And you look at the end phrase, describing the place to be searched and the
Correct.
persons or things to be seized, correct?
yes, Your Honor.
So the person or thing already exists to be seized.
yes, Your Honor.
And the person or thing to be seized, person or thing, and thing can be fungible or non-fungible, correct? Tangible or intangible. They already exist, correct?
Yes, Your
In
Honor.
other words, Section 2 might apply, just reading that, might apply when the crime has already been committed, right?
Or about to be committed, Your Honor.
No, it says persons or things to be seized. Therefore,
Your
it is already there, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Now look at Section 3. Section 3 actually says, the privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable, except upon lawful order of the court or when public safety or order requires otherwise, as prescribed by law. Now the difference might be, and this is covered in a separate opinion in the case of Subido versus AMLA, the law firm of, I think then, Vice President Binay versus AMLA. The ponente there was Pepe Perez, Justice Pepe Perez, and there was a separate opinion which clarified that Article 3, Section 3 applies to conversations and communication. And the intervention there happens before you speak, and therefore the thing does not yet exist, correct?
Well, Your Honor, under the
Surveillance.
ACA law, surveillance,
Yes.
Your Honor.
No, we're just
it
going to Section 3.
empowers-
Section 3.
empowers-
I'm not yet in AMLA.
Okay.
Section 3 says, privacy of communication and correspondence shall not be violated. Can we go back to Section 3?
Yes, Your
Except upon lawful order of the court, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
It means, therefore, that there is a law which allows that the communication can be intercepted, privacy of communication except upon lawful order of the
Yes.
court, right? In order to be able to get conversation which has not yet happened. For example, Attorney Neri, you are in my contact list and you are being surveilled.
Yes.
We haven't spoken yet, but when I call you and ask you, magkano ba ang Kalinga Kape coffee mo? That will be what will be intercepted, but the authority of the court comes before the thing exists, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And look at the test in Section 3. Does it say probable cause?
No, Your Honor.
It says lawful order of the court.
Yes, Your
When
Honor.
public safety or order requires otherwise, public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
That's the provision, Your
So
Honor.
this is not Section 2, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So surveillance can be allowed so long as there is a law and the law is based upon public safety or order, correct?
But we contend, Your Honor, that surveillance is search, Your Honor, under the Constitution too.
No, again, look at Section 3.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you said the difference is, in searches, the thing already exists. The conversation is already there. That may be applicable for text messages already exchanged. But for surveillance, papanoorin nila kung saan ka pupunta. Susundan ka nila. Hindi mo pa nagagawa. And the lawful order there comes out before you actually do it, before the thing will exist. And all it says is, lawful order of the court,
Yes,
number
Your Honor.
1, public safety or order requires, and this is in the law, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is met
the,
by the
problem,
Anti-Terror Act.
Your Honor, in this case is that we contest the intrinsic validity of the Section 4, Your Honor, because it is vague, it is overbroad, and therefore any resulting lawful order from the court has violated the fundamental rights of the suspect,
I
Your
cannot
Honor.
get the idea that it is vague because lawful order, so the Court of Appeals will issue the order. The law already states that they can issue the order, and therefore the surveillance constitutionally under Section 3, Paragraph 1 is valid, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm referring to the definition of terrorism under Section 4. And second to that, Your Honor, the surveillance section under Section
Yes.
16 does not only give...
In other words, Attorney Neri, I would like you to cover this distinction. That there are searches that are for purposes of getting the fruit of the crime.
Yes, Your Honor.
And this is already not investigation for purposes of defining whether a person has committed the offense. This is already to gather the evidence for prosecution, period.
Yes, Your Honor.
There is investigation that is criminal in nature, where you are trying to determine whether this person is actually a criminal. That's where surveillance can come in, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, and there is this situation for terrorism, when, apart from the fact that you want to put it within the rubric of prosecution of crimes, criminal investigation, preliminary investigation, conviction, you also want to stop it. And therefore, you want law enforcers to be able to look at a suspect and be able to find out whether they are in fact planning to put a bomb inside the television, put it in a super ferry, in order that it will kill 116 individuals. Is that not correct?
Yes.
So,
but, Your Honor,
You have to, maybe in your memorandum, make this distinction, and I hope the Solgen also can address this, that there are certain instances where the intrusion is not to get the fruit of the evidence, but the intrusion is to prevent terrorism as a unique crime of the 21st century.
as
Correct?
long as it's not tantamount to fishing expeditions, Your Honor, and recognize the right to privacy we contend, then that may be allowed, Your Honor.
But there is
in
a
the
certain
case-
degree of, shall we say, there's a certain degree of risk always. When you are trying to find out whether an individual, based upon your knowledge, might be a terrorist, correct?
But no unbridled discretion on the part of the
Of course.
enforcement can be
Of
given
course.
by the court.
That
And in
is the
this
basic
case,
framework of our Constitution. There can be no unbridled license. But
Yes.
would it be enough in order to stop somebody from even planting a bomb inside the television and putting it in a super ferry so that it kills 116 individuals? You agree with me
I'm sure current
that
law,
it
Your
is
Honor, will
legitimate,
address that, Your
it's a
Honor.
legitimate public function? Don't debate with me, counsel. Answer my questions.
Sorry.
Let me finish my questions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. So, in other words, it is legitimate for the public, for a public agency to be able to prevent even the putting of a bomb inside the television at that early stage, in
Yes,
order
Your
that
Honor.
there is no danger to anyone. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Again, please cover that in your
Thank you.
memorandum. It was you that said last meeting that the old law already had all the tools
Yes,
in
Your Honor.
order to interdict terrorism.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's your study?
Well, our contention, Your Honor, there are current laws. The revised penal code panel says
No, I
arson,
mean,
acts
how do
of-
you know that the laws already contained all the tools in order for a law enforcer to interdict terrorism? Have you done that?
Your Honor, I don't have to experience, or none of us have to experience
No
being law
experience.
enforcers.
So
Your Honor,
therefore,
please,
it is only
if I may
based on your
finish,
belief.
Your Honor,
You said no experience.
No.
So therefore, it is only based on your belief, correct?
Your Honors, in the same way that
It
this
is
court
based
will
upon
decide...
your opinion.
No, Your Honors, please, if I may finish.
Yes.
In the same way that this court may not be priests or pastors, but they can decide on whether the practice of religious profession is transgressed, Your Honor.
That's why
you
we
don't
have-
have to be a part of the media to rule on free press. So I find it, Your Honor, I don't think it's
In other words, you have
necessary
never
for me to
been,
be a law enforcer. To
you have
know.
never been a law enforcer.
No, Your
correct?
Honor.
You have never gone after a terrorist. Is that not correct?
No, Your
You
Honor.
cannot even enumerate to me the high-value targets now under the National Security Agency.
No, Your Honor.
You cannot enumerate to me. You cannot know what happened in all of these incidents, why intelligence failed or law enforcers failed.
No, Your Honor.
Yes.
But we always...
Yet you say that they already had all the tools, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you want us to go beyond the wisdom of those that proposed the law, the wisdom of the House, all 300 of them, the wisdom of the 24 senators with some dissents, in order to be able to say, hey, we already know that the old law was better, correct?
It is possible, Your Honor, that they will have or do not have the tools. But the issue in this court is not whether they have or do not have the tools. Because even if they do not have the tools, the court cannot allow a law
That
that
they
will give
have-
them tools and violate constitutional
That
rights,
they had
Your
the
Honor.
tools or did not have the tools is your opinion, correct?
It's my opinion, Your
Yes.
Honor.
And your opinion is just an opinion.
Yes, but that's not
So
the issue
in
in this case, Your Honor.
epistemology, it is a belief. It
Yes,
may
Your
not be
Honor.
a true belief. It may not be a justified true belief, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you are just alleging, right?
Yes, but they also contend, Your Honor, that they don't have the tools, so you're on the same
Well, I'm
footing.
sorry, Attorney Neri.
Yes, Your
We
Honor.
have to give them their opportunity to be heard.
Okay, thank
And
you,
we
Your
will
Honor.
want to hear from them also. So you cannot pass on your answers to me by
Yes,
pointing
Your
to a
Honor.
straw person,
I'm
correct?
just saying that we
That's a
contend.
logical fallacy, right?
Well, we
Yes.
contend, Your Honor.
Thank
in
you,
our
Attorney
opinion.
Neri. Can I now ask Attorney Chell?
Thank you, Your Honor.